We run a brick and mortar refinishing company. I have a painting company. We do high-end kitchens and bathroom remodeling. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it up. I love the challenge. We painted this exterior of this house. All these designers would come in over time and redo rooms, and they would showcase this house in all these magazines. And we re-stuccoed this house, the chimney. It's beautiful. That's what drives me is that really hard job. And that's why we get into all the custom woodwork, all the custom trim, finishing, the lacquers, the real old school plastering. I did this wallpaper, ornamental details. I mean, really cool jobs that at the end, I can drive anybody around and say, look what I did. We painted that house. We painted this brick house here, this white house here. And then here's one of my favorite houses that we strip. It's one over here. Stripped that down, re-oiled that by hand. It was crazy. That's, and that's really fun. I drive my dad around, who we can get into that, was a painter from before. And, to see his face, knowing that he taught me and knowing that I did what I showed him and I could show anybody else, and I'm proud of it. This was tile. It's no longer tile. Really, the biggest thing to stomach was the price of redoing this whole kitchen. This is exactly why people call me in. What else are you really gonna do with the layout in this kitchen? I mean, you can move things around, but the layout is good. Sink looks out in the backyard. Didn't like the floors, don't like the countertops, really don't like the cabinet colors. You have two options, $100,000 in a kitchen like this, or is there an alternative? The alternative is to take up the tile, replace the countertops, refinish the cabinets. That's why people hire a high-end cabinet refinisher. We call it paint dollars. Every dollar you put into painting and refinishing, you don't lose $5. Because of the savings, she can do this room. So this room's the same thing. This was tile floor, it's gonna get ripped up. We're still not even close to the amount of money she saved. And then she got to refinish the rest of her house. Got to paint everything in here, paint that outside room. Look at this, the foyer in here, the staircase, the handrail, and then into here. Still not at that savings point, we painted the outside. All because she called me about the kitchen. I gave her an alternative. So the money she saved from here, we got to do everything else on her checklist. That is why people call me. It just takes some love, but it's gonna look banging, you know what I mean? Come on, let's go to the next one. Great street, beautiful sign. Look at the signage. Okay, go. Hello?
Hi, Yanni?
Yeah?
Hi, this is Megan Sahavich. I got your name from Custom Renovations.
Oh, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm wondering if you paint kitchen cabinets.
We do paint kitchen cabinets all the time.
Now, do you recommend would you do the cabinets before or after the counters and the backsplash?
I would do all the demo first.
Okay.
And then swap your countertops,
Okay.
and then let us do the refinishing.
Okay.
Two different processes. One's a 3-coat process, one's a 6-coat process. That's what gets me up, early. That's what gets me to bed late. And that's what drives people like me.